We got this counterweight chucked up in the vise here. I'm going to see if I can back this screw off. That's got the oh hey, got the leaf chain attached there. I've got the witch's brew going again. I've got the support arm for the table in here now. This is a piece that slides on the column up and down with that screw jack that's attached to the side of the drill press. And so I've got it in here now, getting derusted, depainted, and all of that. And I just started it a couple of minutes ago and got some pretty good action going here. And let's see. Yeah, we got about a 7 amps DC output. So about 3.5 amps AC input, if I'm understanding my electricals correctly. Yeah. So, okay, enough of this. You guys have seen plenty of this. Well, I boxed up some goodies for my trip to Bearing Belt and Chain in Tucson tomorrow. The description I gave the guy over the phone, he's pretty sure that this is obsolete. He might be able to get something to match closely. We'll just see how it goes. Recently, a viewer suggested that I soak this in degreaser and then evapo-rust and loosen it up and bring it back. I don't necessarily disagree with that. However, this is already broken once, and you guys really can't tell in the video, but it is really beat up. There's a lot of wear on those outer plates and inner plates. Several of the pins going through those holes are a little bit wobbled out. The others, of course, are still stuck from corrosion. But I really don't want to risk this breaking again and then having to pull this drill press back apart, fish that counterweight out of the bottom, and then end up having to replace the chain anyway. So, yeah, I'm heading for Bearing Belt and Chain, see what they can do for me. This guy here is what anchors the column to the base, along with that guy right there. Look at this thing. That was obviously just chomped out on some kind of iron worker, because it's pretty rough. And this is factory. See, it's she's a little bowed there, and you can see where the jaws of the cutter just came down and just chomped this thing, and then they threaded it. And yeah, I mean, you never see it, so why take the time and effort to make a nicer piece when it's just, you know, a rough cut thing to hold the column to the base. Well, I'm at the Holy Grail in Tucson. Let's see what these guys can come up for me. They got everything from soup to nuts. In fact, the belting on the pump jack trailer came from these guys. No trip to Tucson isn't complete without stopping here. This is Nancy and I, one of our favorite places to come visit when we're in Tucson. And today's my birthday, so Nancy's gonna spoil me. That's gotta follow me home. Well, it counts me out. One of my more favorite vendors. Always has cool stuff. The only problem is it's under the stairs. I'd love to have that Willie's tailgate. It's a beauty. And probably worth what they're asking. So here's a quick shot of the hull. Got a piece of railroad track here. Make a great metal forming tool. A Proto number 1427 body hammer. Eat your heart out, Arco. I got a New Mexico flag, which I will not unfold. Let's see. my bride got me a Farmall bag, and the rest of the treasures are hers. Burlap. There's my Farmall sign that I videoed earlier. You can't see it now. So yeah, the blue bucket has got another load to haul. Okay, enough of pleasure road trips and antique stores. Let's get back to this leaf chain for a second. Number one, I misspoke when I said some pins and holes were loose. I don't know what I was thinking, what I was talking about. The boys at Bearing Belt and Chain looked it over, and they said, no, your pins are tight. It's a little beat up here and there on the outer plates, but overall, it's still in good shape. Clean it up, it's usable. And I may have to go that route. This is what's known as AL332. And they can't get me that from their suppliers. They can get me an AL322, which is this configuration. It 2 outside plates, 2 inside plates. Mine is 2 outside plates, 2 inside plates, plus a 3rd inner single plate. Now, these 2 inner plates here, that's what attaches to the pin going through the upper part of the spindle. I could do that with the AL322, but the problem I run into is this stud on the other end that goes into that counterweight right there. That, sorry, Arco's running the camera. I need the 2 outer plates to go around that stud. Can't do that with the AL322. So I'm probably going to end up reusing my chain. I'll put it in the parts washer and soak it, and then in some evapor rust and clean it up, and then lubricate it. They said it would probably be fine. I mean, the travel going up and down the spindle is less than 2 feet. So I may be able to get AL332 through usarollerchain.com. I got to send them an email with my specs and see what they can do for me. But it's starting to lean towards I might be reusing the old chain after all. And by the way, this is a 3/8 pitch. It's 3/8 of an inch, if I could show you. 3/8 of an inch distance between the center of the pins connecting all the plates together. Okay, that's probably a lot more than what you want to know about leaf chain. If you want to know more about leaf chain, Google it online. There's all kinds of cool stuff there about it. All right, moving on. Come on, baby. This is heavy. Oh, yeah. But it's clean. Man, I'm getting too old for this. Come on, baby. Here you go. Whew. I am not the man I used to be. All right, the battery charger hooked up. Get this thing going. Well, this cleaned up really nice. There was some residual paint in here after I pulled it out of the witch's brew. And I took a putty knife and it peeled right off like peeling a banana. It was just barely hanging on there. So this is really good. Now all I got to do is wipe it all down with mineral spirits, mask it, and shoot some paint on it, which I will do off camera because you guys have seen so much of that on this project and on this channel in general already. I won't bore you with painting, but I just wanted to show you the finished results of this table mount after pulling it out of the brew. I do have the table itself. You watched me load it in the tub earlier. About broke my back. It's in here cooking now, as you can see. So we're rapidly getting all these parts cleaned up. I'm really looking forward to starting to put this thing back together because I'm really tired of all of this paint prep. Oh my God. Okay, I'm winding now. That new tripod that I picked up at the thrift shop in San Diego really is working nicely. I utilized that throughout this video clip. Man, so much better than that cheap old Walmart thing I'd been using that kept breaking and I kept patching together. So, really happy with that. Well, I got the leaf chains soaking in the parts washer. I'll get a hold of USA Roller Chain later this week, see if they can help me out, and if it's not too expensive and they have it, then I'll go ahead and spring for it. If not, then I'll try and revive the existing roller chain. I kind of got misgivings about that, but hey, you know, what do you do? You're working on 120-year-old stuff. It's not like you can go down to Ace Hardware and just get what you need to put it back together. So, yeah, making good progress. I'm really happy with how this is coming together. So with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. And new subscribers, welcome. Existing subscribers, thanks a lot. And we'll see you really soon. Be later this week. I've got some care packages arriving and a couple other things to show you. So we'll take a little break from the drill press project and see what shows up via UPS. My old buddy Webb up north said he's sending me something in a custom-made box with instructions on how to open the box. So yeah, this ought to be good. Okay, everybody, we'll see you later. Bye for now.